Hey guys, it's me, Vance Dykes, and I want to tell you something about myself. I am a huge fan of Alfred Hitchcock. He is my favorite film director of all time. I just love his work because he left behind a lot of amazing horror films, suspenseful thrillers, and not to mention some great mysterious romantic comedies. No, not romantic comedies. What am I saying? More like just mysterious romantic situations where you just couldn't help but fall in love with this mysterious person. I think I'm crashing and burning again. Maybe I should just get to the point. I wanted to share with you guys all the Alfred Hitchcock movies that I have on DVD, starting with the very first one that I've seen to the very last one that I've seen. And let me just let you guys know that I have not seen all the Alfred Hitchcock movies just yet. I still have a long way to go before I see every single Alfred Hitchcock movie that was ever made. But these are all the Alfred Hitchcock movies that I've seen so far and happen to own on DVD. We've got The Birds, which is one of the greatest horror films of all time, right next to Psycho, which we'll get to in a minute. And then we have Topaz. We have Cary Grant and Grace Kelly in To Catch a Thief. And we also have Grace Kelly co-starring with James Stewart in Rear Window. And here is the other Alfred Hitchcock film that I was talking about, that right next to The Birds is one of the greatest horror movies that was ever made in the history of cinema, Psycho. We also have Vertigo, also starring James Stewart and Kim Novak. Unfortunately, Grace Kelly is not in this movie. I think Grace Kelly has only been in about 3 Alfred Hitchcock movies: To Catch a Thief, Rear Window, and the other one, which I have not seen just yet, is Dial M for Murder. Unfortunately, that's not one of the films that I have here right now, but just give me some time and we'll get there. But what I do have is John Forsythe and Shirley MacLaine in The Trouble with Harry. And the last film that I have on DVD also stars James Stewart, but instead of Grace Kelly or Kim Novak, it actually co-stars Doris Day, and that's The Man Who Knew Too Much. So these are all the Alfred Hitchcock films that I own as of now on DVD. I'm proud of my Alfred Hitchcock collection, but like I said before, I have a long way to go before I see and collect every single Alfred Hitchcock movie that was ever made. And I'm starting to think, what is the next Alfred Hitchcock film that I want to see? There's so many of them. I definitely want to see Dial M for Murder. And I really want to see Rebecca. And what's the other one called? Two Strangers on a Train. And The 39 Steps. These are definitely Alfred Hitchcock films that I really want to see. So I just thought it would be nice that I would share my collection with you guys. What about you? How many of you guys out there are Alfred Hitchcock fans? What films do you have on DVD or VHS, or do you watch them on Netflix or Hulu or whatever? What's your favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie? I want to say that as of right now, I would say that my 2 favorite Alfred Hitchcock movies as of right now are Psycho and Vertigo. And I have been obsessed with this one for a while. I just love it. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and to all the Alfred Hitchcock fans out there, Alfred Hitchcock forever. Peace out, yo.